With our cutting-edge commentary and fearless analysis, we don't shy away from the tough issues. We confront them head-on. The Street 919 FM, the #1 election station. Follow The Street 919 FM on all social platforms at The Street 919 FM. Future of Talk with TC and Heavy Duty, where today's conversations create tomorrow's reality on The Street 919 FM, the official station that defends the nation.
The nation, the nation, the nation, the nation, the nation.
I shame for them, politicians, like old Pocky, they just treat me when time to run for election. All this dog treatment is done. And what make the thing a joke, like the tricksters always work. They ill-treat the puppy, beat the puppy, then they come to folks. Doggy look a bone, doggy, doggy look a bone, doggy look a bone, doggy, doggy look a bone. After election, all the bone done, so come and touch it. Don't look so shocked. Don't just watch it, doggy suck. All through the years, we shared in tears. They too busy, they can't see me. Time to depend on we folks. So then, just so we and them is friends. Stop it to say howdy do, shaking hand with me and you. They will hug your granny, kiss your baby, while we dribble too. Doggy look a bone, doggy, doggy look a bone, look a bone. Doggy look a bone, doggy, doggy look a bone, look a bone. After election, all the bone done, so come and touch it. Don't look so shocked. Don't just watch it, doggy song. Is now they care, they start to share plenty favor. Their behavior is so concerned. First time they learn, yes now people getting burned. So they run to one and all, begging big and begging small. Doggy, look at back way, look at highway, look at hospital. Doggy, look at bone. Doggy, doggy, look at bone, look at bone. Doggy, look at bone. Doggy, doggy, look at bone, look at bone. After election, all the bone done. So come and touch it. Don't look so shocked. Don't just watch it, doggy suck. In little track, behind God's back, see them reaching, hear them preaching. We quite aware of problems here. Have hope, deliverance near. We go clean your dirty drain. We go build a water main. Life will be so happy if you only fought for we again. Doggy look a bone. Doggy, doggy look a bone, look a bone. Doggy look a bone. Doggy, doggy look a bone, look a bone. After election, all the bone done. So come and touch it. Don't look so shocked. Don't just watch it, doggy suck.
Good afternoon, Trinidad. Good afternoon, beautiful Twin Island of Tobago. Good afternoon to my co-host, Heavy Duty. We are here. It's Friday, Heavy. So what's going on? What's going on, Heavy?
Good afternoon to you, TC. And a lot is going on in the country right now. A lot is going on. Good afternoon to those of you locked on. Those of you locked on work, if you're heading home from work and you're locked on in your vehicles, those of you locked on in the maxis, taxis, buses, and PH cars, those of you locked on conventional radio, those of you locked on the World Wide Web via the Street 919 FM Facebook page, and those of you locked on via IWER TV on YouTube. And of course, those of you locked on in Tobago always locked on. Welcome to the Future of Talk, the #1 afternoon talk show in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm your host and my co-host TC's here and Heavy Duty. And I want to thank Irvin Felix for carrying on a nice show just before us.
Yeah, I heard people message me about that program.
Right? So Irvin is doing a very good job.
He really carried on a nice program earlier on. So much love and respect going out to Irvin, man. You know? Today was nomination day.
Today was nomination day, so I have some videos up there. I want to say congratulations to my brother Philip Alexander, right, and also all the people that went up for the UNC, who's candidates for the UNC. The list is all the 39 candidates contesting the 2025 elections. And I want to just give a little rundown here for information, just to get people familiarized. So who? And
if you're on YouTube, you can check us out on
YouTube. Yeah, you can put up the list.
Facebook, right, where we can you can see as well the list of candidates, right?
Right. So there it is up on the screen.
Yep.
So let us, and we'll just jump right in.
We find at the top of the list, boy.
Yes, boy. Arangua St. Joseph. You all are voting for Devish Maharaj.
Yep.
Yes. St. Joseph Arangua St. Joseph. That is your candidate. Right? In Arima, you all are voting for Nigel Moses. In Aruka Lopino, you all have voted for Dr. Natalie Chaitan Maharaj. In Bataya Sawa, you all have voted for Saddam Hussein. And Saddam is a very good candidate.
Yep.
He also represents earlier. He made a very good MP for Bataya Sawa. There are no complaints about him there.
Yeah.
In Caroni Central, you all have David Lee. In Caroni East, you have Dr. Richard Cicheran. In Shoguanas East, you all have Vandana Moet. In Shoguanas West, Dr. Colin Neil Gosain. In Claxon Bay, you all are voting for Hanson Narisingh. Yes. And in Cuba North, you all are voting for Jolene John. Cuba North, Jerry John, boy. And they get boss up there in Cuba North, boy. In Cuba South, you all have Barry Paradat. In Komoto Manzanilla, you all have Shavana Sam. In Diego Martin Central, you all have Karen Thomas. In Diego Martin Northeast, you all have Brendan Butts. In Diego Martin West, you all have Janice Miller Lemon Kurukai. Kuruki, I don't know if I pronounce it correct. Right. In Faizabad, you all have Dave Kantankun. In Labre, you all have Clyde Elder. That's the union man. In La Hokatata Paro, you all have Philip Watts. In Lavantil East Mova, you all have Robert Mitchell.
Yep.
Yes, new candidate in Lavantil East Mova. That is my constituency. In Lavantil West, you all have Rodney Stowe. That's a good fella up there in Lavantil West.
Yep.
Right? In Malabar, Mausika, you all have Dominic Smith. In Mayaro, you all have Nicholas Morris. And he will be replacing one of the descendants. We call it no name.
Yeah.
In Maruga table, Michelle Benjamin is back.
Nice,
The fighter.
Man. Nice,
The
man.
fighter from Maruga. Yeah. Mommy, go and vote for Michelle Benjamin, mommy.
Yeah, put your X.
Put your X by Michelle Benjamin, mommy.
Yeah, don't study nothing else. Just put the X
yes.
of Michelle Benjamin.
Correct.
Right.
In Naparima, we have Dr. Naridar Rupnarang. In Orpuch East, we have Rudal Munila the Lion.
Yep.
In Old Puch West, we have Dr. Lakram Budu. In Point Fortin, we have Ernesto Kizar. In Port of Spain North, St. Anne's West, we have the man Philip Edward Alexander, boy. Yeah. Alexander is going up against Church Young. Rumble in the jungle.
and right now, it's a parts of that constituency.
Yeah.
Is named Philly Tong.
Philly Tong, yes.
Philly Tong.
Yep, they're calling it Philly Tong in Belmont.
Yes, they say Philly Tong.
Yes, in Port of Spain South, we have Kurt Sinnett.
Yes,
ex-boxer man, represent Trinidad and Tobago in the Olympics. Very good for that man. Let's check out Kurt Sinnett. Vote for him in Port of Spain South. In Princestown, we have Dr. Ayana Ali. I hope I pronounced your name right. In San Fernando East, John Michael Ali Bocas. Cash. Back a million.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
Yellow is the code, man.
Yeah. Right, San Fernando West, Dr. Michael Doulat. In Superior, we have the Queen, the Mother, Kamla Prasad Bisesa, the leader.
Yep.
Right? In St. Anne's East, we have our good friend.
Hold on.
The man himself.
I will be walking.
Of course, we'll be walking. We'll be walking.
With my brother.
Gerard Small.
My good friend.
Yeah.
They call him Mr. X, but his name is
Gerard Small. Yep.
Lavantil Road, San Juan. Right?
Yep.
We coming.
Yes, Book we coming.
Santa Cruz we coming.
Lacano we coming.
The
Old Road we coming.
Old Road.
We all have to give Gerard Small
the strength.
Yes. And we'll have to vote for Gerard Small.
Yes.
Right? In St. Anne's East.
Yes.
In St. Augustine, we have Khadijah Amen. In Tabakit, we have Sean Sobers. In Toko Sandy Grande, we have the man Wayne Sturge. In Trinity Maloney, we have Richard Smith. And in Tunapuna, we have the man Roger Robocop Alexander.
Big boy Alexander.
Right?
He's going to shake that constituency.
Yes. But we back on the street. Yes, so that...
And you know, I like where it started.
We back.
I like where it started, and I like where it ended.
Yeah.
It started with a very strong candidate there, Devish Maharaj.
Yep.
And it ended with a very strong candidate. And I want to tell Trinidad and Tobago this, because I had to put somebody in the barber shop in his place today. Right? Because as a black man and our next black man sit down there, talking up in the crap, talking about that was a money move. Right? So then I had to engage him. I sit down in the chair and I asked my Baba, I say, hold on 1 second. I say, where you say the bigs? He said, that is a money move. That is a pay Alexander move. I say, why you would say that? Come on. Why would he go arm you and say? I said, if you went PNM, would you say it's a money move? Nah. I said, so you're not looking at it as an opportunity for a black man?
Yeah.
If that same black man, right, was driving a Range Rover, I know what they call him. I say that watch him and you'd never see him as a businessman.
No, yeah, see him as a drug dealer. Yeah.
I say if that same black man, Alexander, you don't know him from nowhere, driving a Range Rover, jump out looking very neat, no chain, nothing. You'd look at him and you'd say he have to be a drug dealer. You'd never look at him and say, look at that businessman. I'm so proud of him as a businessman. Right? I said, you know what is our problem? I said, we is our own problem, because the first thing you could jump out yourself and say in a barber shop, right, where people you don't even know, right, is that have to be a money move. Right? You didn't look at it as an opportunity for a man to go up the ladder, for him to do better for his country, for him to end up in some sort of national security, any part of national security that he holds on to, right? Even though they didn't, let's say he win election, he win his seat, but he doesn't get Minister of National Security, but some arm there where he is known on the ground, and he's feared on the ground, where he could now take back our country from this crime-ridden place that we have here. I say, you know, you're watching quiet down the road there.
Nah, he watching that.
All he watches is an opportunity, is a money move.
You see people who talk like that, they're not politically educated.
So I ask him, how politically uneducated, and I'm telling you this, and this is the God on this shoot heavy.
Yeah.
I said, so what about Kareem Marcel? Is Kareem Marcel making a money move? Who is Kareem Marcel?
You see?
I say, what?
You don't even know.
I say, you don't know who is Kareem Marcel? I said, the young man who's going up under the PNM, he lives down on the beach.
And he go up for Laventille.
And he going up for Laventille. He say, the lawyer boy, he don't even know his name. I said, is Hans making a money move? Who is Hans? I said, well, I can't have no more conversation.
Yeah, you can't. You don't know. You don't know.
You just see Alexander, know Alexander, and you target him
one time.
You don't even know. And you don't even know who is Kareem Marcel, and you live in Mova.
You live in Mova, he probably don't even know who is representative in Mova.
just goes to show.
Hey, you see, a lot of people are not politically educated.
Wow.
A lot. It's sad, but it's true, right? Yes, Tobago East. Big up Tobago East.
Yes, Tobago
and of course, you don't know the TPP.
Locked on loud.
Yes, the TPP in Tobago is blue. Blue is the code in Tobago.
Yeah, Tobago. And I know the man say yellow is the code. Well, you know, we link up.
Yeah, man. Antonio Toppin in Roxborough.
In Roxborough. Right?
Yeah, big up you.
Yeah, love and respect to the entire, you know, we love that Roxborough side of Tobago.
Yeah.
You understand? So when we come up Tobago,
we
always close.
We always welcome here. Always close up on Irons.
Yeah, we always up on
We're all in Bell Gardens, all of
nice,
yeah. Zion, all of here. When we come to Tobago, we Tobago.
Right, so we love you all in Tobago.
Mama got Marina, she was born in Tobago too. I was locked out.
Just make the right choice out there in Tobago. Make the right choice, all right, so we can move the country forward. All right. Of course, we head into a break already. So when we come back around, we're gonna jump into some phone calls, and in the beginning of hour number 2, we have the videos we're gonna show.
Yeah.
Only 2 hours today.
Only 2 hours.
It's gonna pass fast.
It's gonna pass fast.
Right. So here what? When we come back, get ready for some phone calls and some voice notes. You could send your voice notes as well, right? And of course, we're gonna show you the videos that we have in the second hour. All right. If you don't have the phone numbers, you could give them the phone numbers.
Numbers to call 342-0081 and 466-5391. You could also send your voice notes on those numbers, right? And you can call those numbers WhatsApp or normal.
Nobody get them number yet. Now, the way you call them number.
All right, 342-0081. That's 342-0081 or 466-5391. You're supposed to then save them numbers in your phone every day to listen.
It have new people.
Is that new people?
Yeah, that want to get in this. You see the numbers these days, have you?
But save all the numbers on the phone. Save the number on your phone.
New heavy.
All right, the new people. 342-0081 466-5391. 342-0081 466-5391.
All right, Heavy. Thanks very much. Thanks very much.
They didn't get, no, they can never get.
Heavy. All right, thanks.
You understand? I said like the alphabet. A, B, C, D.
Cool, thanks very much. All right? Thanks very much. We're going to head to the break.
Yeah.
All right, and when we come back around TNT, we're going to give you, as I said, we're going to give you the opportunity to call in.
Yep.
You're going to get the opportunity to send your voice notes as well.
And don't forget tomorrow, we Center Excellence.
Yep.
You got to be up there, man.
Yeah, we're heading up there tomorrow, right? So stick and stay. Don't go anywhere. This is the Future of Talk, Heavy Duty, and TC. We inside.
Attention business owners. Are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232 or 378-1470.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
When UNC wins, your mental health wins as well. There has been a proliferation of noise pollution emanated from homes and fetes and bars and clubs intolerable to the persons living nearby. The UNC will amend the noise pollution laws to protect your mental health in these noisy residential neighborhoods and businesses. The system of granting bar license, party license will be changed by the UNC.
When UNC wins, everybody wins.
Active General Traders Limited launches our AC Delco Tobago Service Center, now conveniently located in number 100 Sherwood Park, Conby, Tobago. We are the importers and distributors for the most famous and reliable battery brands such as AC Delco, Aurora, and Zahi. Also available are the AGM Start-Stop Marine and commercial batteries with warranties for up to 36 months. For more info, call us today at 639-8592 or email us at activegen.tt@gmail.com. AC Delco Service Center, where we have a battery for every need and a price for every budget. Nobody beats AC Delco. Nobody.
Now, let's welcome on stage none other than
One Caribbean Music Festival, Saturday, May 31st, 2025 at Queens Park, Savannah. The king of dancehall will take the stage after 13 years. The World Boss returns. Vibes Cartel.
Come over now, come over now.
VIP and VVIP tickets available at
519 Restaurant and Bar, C3 Mall, San Fernando, Pompey's Barbershop, Port Mall, Scarborough, Trade Monkey, Crown Point, Waterholics, Pigeon Point, and East Bay Fashion, Spring Garden Trace, and online on Island e-tickets. For more information or cabanas and special zones, call or WhatsApp 794-OCMF. That's 794-6263. Or log on to OneCaribbeanMusicFestival.com.
All previously purchased tickets remain valid. One Caribbean Music Festival, Saturday, May 31st. The World Boss returns. Vibes Cartel.
Powered by
California Stucco.
And sponsored by Cache.
Love, respect to Trinidad. It's always a pleasure.
Tobago! Get ready! The biggest, the baddest, and longest weekend of the year is coming! Is coming! From Friday, April 18th to Monday, April 21st, it's 4 days of non-stop vibes. Vibes Event Space. We're setting the week on fire! Ignite, the longest weekend kickoff on Friday, April 18th. The energy high, the music mud, the vibes explosive. One girl every day. A legendary event with legendary vibes. Drink specials all night. Free entry all weekend long. Free entry all weekend long. The longest weekend. The longest weekend. At Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Night Club. It's more than a weekend. It's a movement. Tobago, get ready. The biggest, the baddest, and the longest weekend of the year is coming. The celebration of the year is here. We invite you to join us on Easter Monday, April the 21st at the Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub Tobago, for Black Culture Sound anniversary party. Doors open from sundown. Free entry before midnight. Me, I tell you, a night of high energy, music, culture, and non-stop vibes. So ladies, gather your teams. Man them for roll up in the vibes. Look out for live performance by God Night, Franz Job, Shubi. Plus, look out for a surprise soca artist. Also, a surprise reggae artist. So me I tell you massive, it's gonna be non-stop energy with DJs like 45 Assassin, DJ Dareem, Active Hive, Kingston and Flambo, Main Squeeze, Cybernetic Sound, King Legal and Country Boy Shine, DJ Longboy, DJ Matty, Mr. Fearless, Typhonics International, Article Fire from Silvercat Sound Station, and a surprise brethren coming up from Trinidad. Hey, this is a party you definitely can't miss. Black Culture's anniversary. Be there.
On April 28th, Tobago faces a defining moment in history, one that will shape our island's destiny for generations to come. Vote for the Tobago People's Party. Put your X next to the anchor, Tobago West, vote Joel Sampson.
I am Joel Nutsi Sampson, area representative of the beautiful electoral district of Bonaccord Crown Point. I have seen firsthand how many of Tobago's challenges go beyond the Assembly's reach. Issues like national security, budget allocations, and the fight for our fair share require strong representation at the national level. That's why I am willing to step forward to make the move from area representative of Bonaccord Crown Point to becoming your next member of parliament for Tobago West.
Vote for the Tobago People's Party. Put your X next to the anchor.
Tobago, this is my land, the greatest little island.
Come party.
Hey, what's up? This is your boy Major Hype, and guess what? It's all about Tobago. We're getting ready for Tobago. That's right, it all takes place in Tobago, Scarborough, Pigeon Point. Everybody come out, let me have a good time and let me enjoy ourselves now, man. It's all about comedy and party. It's gonna be a crazy. Man, you see that what I can't take with all you. All right, let me do this. Listen, not a party, it's party. Let's have a party. You don't listen. You can't win everything, brother. The teeth in me right through, but it's okay.
Comedy Party, Friday, 18th April. Fairways Tobago Plantation, featuring Caribbean King of Comedy, Major Hype and Friends. Friday, 18th April. Get your tickets at Cache stores nationwide. Fairways Restaurant and the Lounge Plantation. Jenny's on the Boulevard. All E-Cliff Eli locations and online at islandetickets.com. Comedy show and party with all the top DJs.
Comedy and party. Have a party. We're gonna have a party after the comedy.
Sponsored by Cache, top-ranking guest house and tours, and Jenny's on the Boulevard.
For general elections Monday, 28 April 2025, the Tobago People's Party, the TPP, is the only choice.
And so without regard for the rough seas we have faced, we remain resolute that the anchor holds. And we are so resolute because we know who is in our vessel. Because when Jesus is in the vessel, you could smile at any storm.
If you voting in the East, vote for David Thomas. If you voting in the West, put your X next to Joel Sampson.
And Deputy Political Leader Dr. Bremner raised a salient point that this may very well be Tobago's last opportunity to be in a strong negotiating position when it comes to Tobago's autonomy.
Vote for the anchor. Vote TPP for Tobago East and West.
Tobago, this is my land, the greatest little island.
Tobago! After the Rhythm and Soul Festival Fusion Sunday, all roads lead to Vibes Event Space. All roads lead to Vibes Event Space. Formerly known as the Shade Nightclub. For the after party, it's where everyone's gonna be. Where will you be?
Yes, I can hear them saying, boys, stop living in the past.
Are you ready for the biggest musical event in Tobago for 2025? The Tobago Rhythm and Soul Festival comes to you April 17th to 20th. 3 nights of unforgettable music and memories that will last a lifetime. Get your physical tickets now in Tobago. Ted Arthur, corner Ross and Burnett Street, Uptown Scarborough. Waterholics, Pigeon Point Road. Pablo's Supermarket, Argyle Main Road. Dominion Appliance, Scipio Trace Cornby. All Penny Savers Supermarkets. Tobago Festivals Commission Limited Office, Smithfield Plaza, Scarborough. All Cache stores. All Ecliff Eli outlets. Ticket pricing. Melodies from Heaven. General $250. VIP $500. Buku Seafood and Jazz. General $500. VIP $1,000. Fusion. General $500. VIP $1,200. All tickets are also available online at islandetickets.com. Visit TobagoFestivalsCommission.com for more info or call 639-4441. Tobago Rhythm and Soul Festival 2025. Feel the beat. Embrace the calm.
For general elections Monday, 28 April 2025, the Tobago People's Party, the TPP, is the only choice.
If the THA had the powers, then our public servants in Tobago will not be working on 2013 salaries. They are going to the parliament to treat with that.
If you voting in the East, vote for David Thomas. If you voting in the West, put your X next to Joel Sampson.
They are going there to ensure that we can finally, through the autonomy bills for Tobago, ensure that Tobagonians have more control over the public service.
Tobago, this is my land, the greatest little island.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live.
The Street 919 FM, the #1 election station.
This is the voice of the PNM. TNT, we're inviting you to be all in as we write a new chapter with Prime Minister Stuart Young. On Saturday, April 5th, we're heading to Tunapuna. The People's National Movement will be having a public meeting at Exodus Pan Theatre. Join us, hear from our Prime Minister, the Honorable Stuart Young, and a lineup of powerful speakers that are all in for you and TNT. Tunapuna, be all in with us on Saturday, April 5th. Meeting starts at 6:30 p.m. Tune in live on all major TV and radio stations and PNM's social media platforms. This is a new chapter. Be all in on April 28th. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Keep it locked to the Street 919 FM, your #1 station for political insight and analysis.
The Lotto plus jackpot is now an estimated dazzling $8.8 million. With $8.8 million, indulge in luxury. Think gold-infused facials, custom crystals, and diamond-studded pet collars. For just $5 more, play the multiplier for a chance to win up to $1 million. Don't miss out. Get your tickets now for this Saturday's $8.8 million jackpot draw. Winners always play Lotto Plus.
Future of Talk with TC and Heavy Duty, where today's conversations create tomorrow's reality on the Street 919 FM, the official station that defends the nation.
Heavy and TC, good afternoon. TC, let me know if I have to come in the barber shop and let go some haul too. Oh God, I love all you locked on and listening.
Good day, Heavy and TC Bitcoin here. Well, Heavy and TC, I see the PNM coming with a patch and fix scheme now. They're patching up all the road, they're fixing up all the street lights and other areas so that they can get votes, but they're only doing it in the marginal seats and the PNM stronghold seats. They ain't doing it in the UNC stronghold seats. They're smart, right? They're trying to keep their base. So I want all the people to remember the last 9 years. What they do for the last 10 years, in fact, how they suffer all here, and all they don't take that foolishness that they bring in here as governance for a vote. You understand? Don't vote for that. Vote for the hardship and the continued depression crime and all these other things that they bring up on you for the last 10 years. And if you put them back to the next 5 years, it will be worse on that. So don't fall for every trick of the PNM. Vote them out. Yellow is the code. Have a good day, fellas.
Good afternoon, TC. Good afternoon, Effie. My UNC brothers. TC, I know you want to come out of the PLM jumbie, you know, boy. You fool with for too long, boy. Too much of broken promises. Never materialize. Another nasty, evil, wicked PNM. I must say good afternoon to my new MP, Vanda Mohit. She have my support and she have my vote. Saturday I will be up in St. Excellent, TC. Long live the UNC. Fire about this nasty, evil, wicked PLN government. They have to go.
Pleasant evening, TC Heavy. This is Juice. Well, the countdown is on. We have the candidates. Now, it's just to put on the blinkers and run. Right? Don't get caught up with any distractions. We just on the road. We're on the road to victory. PNM nothing. Yellow is the code, and it's that. Take care.
Yeah, fellas, good day. Heavy, I see on Facebook yesterday with this PNM page where they bragging and boasting about in 2016 when they come and implement free driver's license and free passport for people over 60. Like that is something to, like that is something to boast about. Like them do something good there.
Yeah, good evening, TC and Heavy. TC and Heavy, I realized Chinapune India's getting Alexander, boy. The guy a miracle worker too, boy. I see make a woman pull on she can and make she walk today.
Alright, so we are back. We're going to open the phone lines now where you can call us. You know the numbers to call 342-0081 and 466-5391. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Hey, TC, good evening, fellas. All great.
What's up?
Alright, well, I know that short program today, so I'll be brief. There's a lot that could be said and a lot of conversation that should be had among logical, critical thinkers, but with a long story short, with a logical mind, no way I could vote for this PNM. And last night I was thinking, I know even too sure if I might vote for the better option, but I can't not vote by it, so I consider voting. And you raise a good point that we should keep in mind. Yesterday, they had the time to do quote-unquote damage control to just show us some shred of reality, but they didn't. So they're looking at ride out and they just don't care. And that's real. That's what they choose to do. They're just in business and they're showing everybody action. And then too, sometimes in the end, then you might see a pleasant face, somebody might say, oh, go, we're sorry, go through, and in life too. But you can tell sometimes, if you choose to stay and walk off, you can feel somebody just waiting to tell you, well, go your way now. So, long time for the time, and keep up the grace for doing it sincerely mean that. But I know you said no the letters PNM at all, brother. Respect for respect.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, brother.
Love and respect. Man, say you don't even know the letters PNM, man. Hi, good afternoon, welcome.
Oh, well, listen.
Hey, hi, cool, man. What's going on?
How do you know, man? Well, that is a well thought out, well planned strategic move by the opposition leader. She has surrounded herself with very powerful and heavyweight people, not just to carry the party into the future, but people that would see country first. It is well planned, it is strategic, because she knows she has very short time in politics. She's not going to be there forever. And I must tip my hat to say, well done, ma'am. That's a good team that she put up there. Smalls, better known as X, pound the party so much. Just a little bacchanal, but it's a good thing because when you stand up for what you believe in, People see you for what people see you for who you are. Mikey K does say that people see you for who you are, and it's a well good strategic move by the opposition leader to put heavyweight people in the party that wouldn't just carry the party forward but have country first as well. So, well done to you, man. All right, fellas.
Yeah, man. Love and respect. You're sure that Small is not going to be there and go there and be no hush puppy?
Correct.
You're sure that people like that who have been on the back of the opposition as well, right, will go there and do what's right for country. You understand? So to Gerard Small, I know if he gets the opportunity, right, he's going to do pretty well for country and not for party or government. You understand? Hi, good afternoon, welcome.
Yeah, TC and Heavy, good evening.
Yes, brother.
Trinidad. Bro, well, I real happy with that what Kamala did, Anti-Cams did. You know, where, you know, at least what Paul man said, just not putting it together. One thing you gotta change though, you see that red stain that you're staining your finger with, I want no red again. You gotta give me a yellow stain. You gotta change that. Ask Anti-Cams to change that for the next elections. You know, in the future, we need to put the yellow. The yellow is the code from now on. You can't deal with that red again. I want to see no more red. That hot in my eye. That kind of gave me a kind of spasm now. I need to see yellow. You understand where I'm coming from? TC, only have a great day. A real remarkable show. Very informative. You know, and all here really come a long way. You know, the fight is on. We're looking for the time rolling up for election time. We need to bring this country back on the right track. You understand? So, well, you have a blessed one. Great program. Take care of yourself.
Thanks, man. Thanks so much. Thank you so much. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. TC, and your colleague, your co-host, Mr.
Hey, what's up, Mr. West?
I'm all right. I'm satisfied with the candidates selected by the UNC on top of the coalition of interest or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I am satisfied with the candidate elected. I think it's a Neil Gosine. I think he's very good. I see Julian John and others. And I think Alexander, given the times that we are in today, I think if people talk about master stroke and whatnot, we need police officers. We need people who, again, we may be tied up with the or associated with the team with respect to national security and whatnot. And I think his experience is needed. Because you have, at the top of the police service there, you have to use this person, I think it's Suzette Martin and Benjamin. They are weak. And I am not saying so because other ex-police commissioner, and I consider him to be one of the best, which is, even though he has some weaknesses, that is Williams. He said that they need management, they need help. And I'm saying that you can't go into the post-election with weak people. Because you need to control crime, you need to take control of the borders, you need to deal with guns, and I think that he's the most appropriate. I don't see anybody else in Trinidad here now who could fit that role with his experience and whatnot, and he appears to be strong. So I think it was a good choice. Because I don't think the PNM could bring anybody. They tried all kind of people there to total chaos. The prison service, I heard the police, the Prison Officers Association this morning say the whole damn thing in a mess. Right? Jones dropping arms and dropping this total chaos. The prison is in a mess. Right? So I'm saying that I think it's a good choice in terms of where we are today with respect to crime in this country. And the void that is there with respect to the kind of persons you have at the top of the police service, you really need somebody who could bolster the top, right, and get things going, who understands policing, because he came from the bottom up. He has experience, right, and I think it was a very good choice. Because I'm saying the security of the nation is primary. And if people are not secure, then there can't be happiness. You can't leave, you lie down at night in your house and you can't sleep because you don't know who will run in your house. You're going down the road, bullet all over the place, people shooting out all over the place. So you need somebody there who would be able to take control, keep control and everything. Right? And I think it's a very good choice. Not you people don't play with that, you know. Sometimes you get an election.
Are you looking to...
Sorry about that, Mr. West. Well, we had to go for the break here. Sorry about that, we didn't know.
Right?
Yeah.
With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with The Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232, or 378-1470.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on The Street 919 FM.
When UNC wins, retirees win, because we will work together to decrease taxes on your retirement benefits and private pensions. When UNC wins, retirees win. They worked hard their whole life and pay tax their whole life, and when you retire, you're still paying tax. We will work to reduce that tax on your pensions and your retirement benefits.
When UNC wins, everybody wins.
For general elections Monday, 28 April 2025, the Tobago People's Party, the TPP, is the only choice.
And so, without regard for the rough seas we have faced, we remain resolute that the anchor holds. And we are so resolute because we know who is in our vessel. Because when Jesus is in the vessel, you could smile at any storm.
If you voting in the East, vote for David Thomas. If you voting in the West, put your X next to Joel Sampson.
And Deputy Political Leader Dr. Bremner raised a salient point, that this may very well be Tobago's last opportunity to be in a strong negotiating position when it comes to Tobago's autonomy.
Vote for the anchor. Vote TPP for Tobago East and West.
Tobago, this is my land, the greatest little island.
The celebration of the year is here. We invite you to join us on Easter Monday, April the 21st at the Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub Tobago, for Black Culture Sound Anniversary Party. Doors open from sundown. Free entry before midnight. Me, I tell you, a night of high energy, music, culture, and non-stop vibes. So ladies, gather your teams. Man them for roll up in the vibes. Look out for live performance by God Night, French Job, Shubi. Plus, look out for a surprise soca artist. Also, a surprise reggae artist. So me I tell you massive, it's gonna be non-stop energy with DJs like 45 Assassin, DJ Dareem, Active Hype, Kingston and Flambo, Main Squeeze, Cybernetic Sound, King Legal and Country Boy Shine, DJ Longboy, DJ Matty, Mr. Fearless, Typhonics International, Article Fire from Silver Cat Sound Station, and a surprise brethren coming up from Trinidad. Hey, this is a party you definitely can't miss. Black Culture's anniversary. Be there.
On April 28, Tobago faces a defining moment in history, one that will shape our island's destiny for generations to come. Vote for the Tobago People's Party. Put your X next to the anchor, Tobago West, vote Joel Sampson.
I am Joel Nutsi Sampson, area representative of the beautiful electoral district of Bonaccord Crown Point. I have seen firsthand how many of Tobago's challenges go beyond the Assembly's reach. Issues like national security, budget allocations, and the fight for our fair share require strong representation at the national level. That's why I am willing to step forward to make the move from era representative of Bonaccord Crown Point to becoming your next member of parliament for Tobago West.
Vote for the Tobago People's Party. Put your X next to the anchor.
Tobago, this is my land, the greatest little island.
Oh God, call on the Lord. Call on Him. Pour on us, oh God. Oh God. As we pray. Oh.
You are invited to join Pastor Morris Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour all-night prayer every Friday evening, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Designed with you in mind, this ministry deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He hath showed thee, O man, what is good and what doth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated and can be sent through the First Citizens Bank, account 795222, in the name of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly. For more information, please call 753-1113. May God richly bless you.
The light of your glory.
This is the voice of the PNM. TNT, we're inviting you to be all in as we write a new chapter with Prime Minister Stuart Young. On Saturday, April 5th, we're heading to Tunapuna. The People's National Movement will be having a public meeting at Exodus Pan Theatre. Join us, hear from our Prime Minister, the Honorable Stuart Young, and a lineup of powerful speakers that are all in for you and TNT. Tunapuna, be all in with us on Saturday, April 5th. Meeting starts at 6:30 p.m. Tune in live on all major TV and radio stations and PNM's social media platforms. This is a new chapter. Be all in on April 28th. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Come party.
Hey, what's up? This is your boy Major Hype, and guess what? It's all about Tobago. We're getting ready for Tobago. That's right, it all takes place in Tobago, Scarborough, Pigeon Point. Everybody come out, let me have a good time and let me enjoy ourselves now, man. It's all about comedy and party. It's going to be a crazy... Man, you see that what I can't take with all you? All right, let me do this. Listen, not a party, it's party. Let's have a party. You don't listen. You can't win everything, brother. The teeth in me right through, but it's okay.
Comedy Party, Friday, 18th April, Fairways Tobago Plantation, featuring Caribbean King of Comedy, Major Hype and Friends. Friday, 18th April. Get your tickets at Cache stores nationwide, Fairways Restaurant in the Lounge Plantation, Jenny's on the Boulevard, all E-Clip Eli locations, and online at islandetickets.com. Comedy show and party with all the top DJs.
Comedy and party. Have a party. We're gonna have a party after the comedy.
Sponsored by Cache, top-ranking guest house and tours, and Jenny's on the Boulevard.
This is the voice of the PNM. TNT, we're inviting you to be all in as we write a new chapter with Prime Minister Stuart Young. On Saturday, April 5th, we're heading to Tunapuna. The People's National Movement will be having a public meeting at Exodus Pan Theatre. Join us, hear from our Prime Minister, the Honorable Stuart Young, and a lineup of powerful speakers that are all in for you and TNT. Tunapuna, be all in with us on Saturday, April 5th. Meeting starts at 6:30 p.m. Tune in live on all major TV and radio stations and PNM's social media platforms. This is a new chapter. Be all in on April 28th. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
On April 28, Tobago faces a defining moment in history, one that will shape our island's destiny for generations to come. Vote for the Tobago People's Party. Put your X next to the anchor. Tobago East, vote David Thomas.
I do the work. I spent a life of campaigning. So do not believe that I'm a new kid on the block.
But this is the time when I believe I would be able to impact this national community the best. I am standing here to say to you, I understand the story of autonomy. So that when I represent Tobago in the parliament, I'm not saying if, you know, I say when I represent Tobago in the parliament, boy, Tobago will know that you have a champion on board.
Vote for the Tobago People's Party. Put your X next to the anchor.
Tobago, this is my land, the greatest little island.
For general elections Monday, 28 April 2025, the Tobago People's Party, the TPP, is the only choice.
If the THA had the powers, then our public servants in Tobago will not be working on 2013 salaries. They are going to the parliament to treat with that.
If you voting in the East, vote for David Thomas. If you voting in the West, put your X next to Joel Sampson.
They are going there to ensure that we can finally, through the autonomy bills for Tobago, ensure that Tobagonians have more control over the public service.
Tobago, this is my land, the greatest little island.
This is the voice of the PNM. TNT, we're inviting you to be all in as we write a new chapter with Prime Minister Stuart Young. On Saturday, April 5th, we're heading to Tunapuna. The People's National Movement will be having a public meeting at Exodus Pan Theatre. Join us, hear from our Prime Minister, the Honorable Stuart Young, and a lineup of powerful speakers that are all in for you and TNT. Tunapuna, be all in with us on Saturday, April 5th. Meeting starts at 6:30 p.m. Tune in live on all major TV and radio stations and PNM's social media platforms. This is a new chapter. Be all in on April 28th. Vote PNM.
Ready, hold it steady, PNM, be all in.
Great is the PNM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live.
The Street 919 FM, the #1 election station.
All right, so we are back. Of course, before we jump into the videos, I want to share this with you all. I'm seeing a lot of pop-ups, videos with the candidates going to do the nomination and carrying their supporters with them.
Yep.
And I'm also seeing that the candidates is having a lot of tension between one another. Not the candidates, sorry, the supporters having a lot of tension between each other. Bouncing up by gates and tussling up. Not physically, but verbally and stuff like that, right?
I set a back chats and...
and small bacchanal.
Yeah.
Right? Candidates speak to your people on both ends. On all ends. Now I shouldn't say both ends. On all ends.
On all ends.
On all ends, because I now saw one that happened in Tobago as well.
Yeah.
Alright, candidate, speak to your people. The people that you are rolling with is a reflection of you. When you're walking any area or doing any sort of campaigning and you bounce up the opposition or any party that
ruling
is
party or anybody,
the ruling party, anybody, right, that is of a different view from you, right, you as the candidate, the people that is around you, be very careful. They can make you look very bad if their behavior is not of a standard. Remember, you are applying for a job.
Correct.
And if you carry people around you that behaves in a certain manner, you will not get the job. Right? Speak to your people. And people who is going to support candidates, right? A little better than that. This election is going to pass. And the same people here was cussing and this and that may be the same people that have to help you along the way at some point in your life. We have never had a violent election, right? Don't let political affiliation put you against your own friend and your neighbor and this one and that one. I've seen it happening for a while now. People who I know and I believe them, stop speak to me. I've seen it trickling and happening. Please, I'm begging you all. It has the tension is only gonna get higher from here. It's only gonna get higher because from next week you're gonna see all the real rumbling and all the trucks out and all everything is gonna be happening for the next 2 weeks heading into this general election. And I will not like to see at no point no political party in physical altercation with another. None. None. I wouldn't like to see it nowhere.
That never really happened before. It don't happen now.
Let it don't happen, man. I'm seeing that this is where you like you all wanted to head because this is nomination day and you will bounce up your rivals at the nomination wherever they go to nominate their station. Right, to get their documents, right? Come on. Let's do better than that. They're going to be walking the same areas with you. All they have different is a different view and a different color jersey. That's all they have. A different view from you and a different color jersey.
Correct, that's right.
Let's not do that. That is not Trinidad. All right?
Yep.
I'm going to play the 2 voice notes there and only those 3 voice notes and then I'm going to play Heavy's video. All right?
Good afternoon, gentlemen and dear listeners. I want to ask Prime Minister Young what he wants the next 5 years to do. To blame Kamala? To blame Kamala because they can't fix what need fixing in the country? Orange is the code. Philip all the way.
Boy, Chris, you make a decision. I like that. Chris, at least you made a decision. And I like that. Like Brooklyn pull up yesterday and they make a decision.
Orange is the code.
Orange is the code for you, no problem.
No problem.
No problem. Now, if you don't have an orange representative done by you, then what is your next move? Then you just mama going here. If you understand what I'm saying?
If the man say vote for Philip Dami in Philip constituency.
No, he's living.
You know Chris living?
Yeah, Tabakit.
Alright. You probably live in there, but he could vote in him, but he born and grown in Belmont.
Alright, good.
You know?
What boy are you? They're getting out like crazy and PNM ads too. They're running one behind the other, boy. I'm glad for you. Capitalize on what you gain from them now, yeah, boy. At least this one, the pocket will be good. Things will be good in the studio for this one, for your workers. I'm glad for that. Enjoy it while you can, Iwa. Enjoy it and maximize everything you can get from them fellas. Yeah? But yellow is the code, fellas. Yellow. You vote in yellow on the 28th. Have a good day, Heavy and TC.
Love and respect.
Well said, TC. Well said. Go to the head of the class, brother. Go to the head of the class. Well said. It needed to be said, eh? It needed to be said because I saw some of the videos too, and I saw somebody the going on and the talk back and forth. That all of that thing called for because at the end of the election, whoever win, all of us still live here together. So TC, well done, brother. Go to the head of the class. It needed to be said.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much. I saw it happening, and before it get out of hand, because as I said, for the next few weeks, everybody gonna be walking. And nobody ain't get no timeline to walk. They ain't going and say, well, here what? The red party only walk from 6 to 8, and then from 9 o'clock, the yellow party, and then from 9 to 11, and then from 12 o'clock, the black party, and then the orange. No, it doesn't happen that way. We will bounce up one another on the streets. We respect the thing now, man. Like, we enjoy the thing. When your truck playing, I go wine. You understand? But I know where the vote going and I know who's going to win.
Yep.
Don't vex for that. Don't vex if you... When you're running a race, I think somebody must win and somebody must lose.
Yeah.
But if there's 8 people in the line there, Heavy, we sure that the 8 people is not going to win when the gun goes off, eh?
Nah.
In the lineup, Heavy, when they go, pop, is the 8 people going to win?
Nah.
Huh?
No, never.
Well, all right then. We sure one person's going to win.
Correct.
And we understand that. So let's not fight over it. Where you going to? This one first, have you?
Yeah. Go down the line, TC. Go down
Go
the
down the
line.
line? All right. So we're going to start heavy videos now. All right. I hope you're live on YouTube. It's IWER TV on YouTube. IWER TV on YouTube. And on Facebook, it's Street 919 FM on Facebook. All right. So taking these videos, time short.
Short, yeah.
We go forward from here. Mr. Alexander, how do you feel about your chances in this particular election?
Excited, and if the media was walking with us to cover some, and we have a lot of videos we could share with you all, the outpouring of love and support, because the people of this community, the people of Casablanca and Cascade, the people of Bossier Village, some of the parts of Port of Spain North, St. Anne's West, that the media don't traditionally cover unless it's bad news, Belmont, Gonzales. These people have suffered. They've suffered for 10 years. They thought they were getting representation, but they didn't. What they have is a government, a prime minister that abandoned them, that sent a usurper, a mimic man, a squatter. And they're happy to see Philip Edward Alexander, the fix-it man, come to fix that. So we're going to deal with that. Step one is to fire Stuart Young.
Mr. Alexander, you didn't participate in the nomination exercise, the mock exercise. How was today? Did you have any challenges?
Smooth, sweet. The people in this office here, perfect. We didn't have a single problem. We took some pictures, we exchanged numbers. On the 29th, I want to come back and thank them for all the good work that they did.
What do you think will be the defining issue for this general election?
I think money in your pocket. I think Trinidadians have been distracted by all kind of distractions before, but the reality is the cost of living in Trinidad has pushed normal everyday people into poverty and pushed poor people into criminality.
Yep.
People are struggling to survive. We have been measuring the success of this country by how well the rich and the 1% are doing. We need to measure the success by how well those on the bottom rung are doing. And that's what my voice is for, and that's what this election is going to be about.
Mr. Alexander, it was only last night that the UNC revealed all of its 39 candidates. Do you think that that puts the opposition at a disadvantage?
The opposition has never been at a disadvantage. Every time the mimic man, every time the political squatter of the PNM talks, he makes it easier for us to win. Yesterday, he showed that there's no low they're willing, that there is no low that is too low for them. He offered to throw a bone for people who have been suffering for years. The families of the divers. I never politicized it, even though I was the person, all of you know, who brought it to the public's attention. I never used it as a political issue. But he has made it one. And Christopher Boudram and the rest of the families, they are hurt. He has re-bullied them with that disgusting ex gratia payment while dragging them through the courts fighting for some kind of relief. So I think that right now, every time he speaks, yesterday he told us that the last government had destroyed the economy. The last government was his government. He's accusing Keith Rowley and Carl Members and himself and Faris Al-Rawi of destroying Trinidad and Tobago. And if that is the only thing I will agree with Stuart Young on, I agree with him on that.
And in terms of the arrangement with the PEP and the UNC, anything more you could tell the voters, the public about that?
The most important thing is to get Kamala Persad elected as the next Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. What she does after that, and I'm telling everybody who joins the coalition, everybody who comes on board, everybody who wants to come on board, if you're joining an army, respect the general, bend your knee, offer your sword, know that she has a plan. When you look at the candidates that she has chosen, every problem people even mention or thought to mention, she's solved. She's right and ready for the job, and I am here to support her.
Yep, man, Philip.
She's right and ready for the job.
Yeah, man, Philip.
You understand?
I like this. Again. Let's go again.
When every hand we become one race. It's only one stage. This is the birthplace. Look where we are. Greatest carnival. So magical. It's a blessing from above. And we go jump till morning. Look, the boat gone sleeping. Tell them we not leaving.
He loves everybody.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Last drop of a canal is madness in the capital. So
That is what it's supposed to be. Went up to the Moko Jumbies that was flying different flags and heal out everybody. You understand?
Hey, let's see Stuart's speech. Let's Stuart getting 40,000, you know. Stuart campaigning for the UNC. Stuart, you take the 40,000. What madness is this? Oh my God, Stuart, who you fooling? You born rich. Which grocery you went by? Who you fooling? You don't know the struggle, brother. You don't know it. You don't represent the people on the ground, and they all went wrong. You know what I'm telling you? That way all went wrong. And that way some people so vexed that the people on the ground supporting yellow. Because yellow is the code. Because they understand that the ground wasn't eaten. And when all they see the ground eaten, all they vex. But they go cry. Poor Robinson fighting up. He got an answer and say it was edited Robinson.
This year, you see this
year? You see this year, TC?
This is a sad, sad, sad thing.
Yep.
And this youth man has been going around to buildings and
schools and stuff.
And showing Trinidad and Tobago what we didn't get to know. You see the stats?
Yeah.
Boy, this youth man did the job, boy. He did the job. Taking this video.
Ladies and gentlemen, another very sad day in Trinidad history. Today we are in Cashew Gardens, Shogunas, where there seems to be hundreds of abandoned agency houses. This is where our tax-paying dollars is going. Yeah, the runner. I run and show them. Let me show you how much here. Look. Let me run down. It's like a 400-meter race. Look at how much. All of them. Yes, Trinidad and Tobago.
Look at how much.
When you're voting, vote them out. When you're voting, vote them out. Yeah? When Stuart Young come and say, look, $20, vote for me. Say, Stuart Young, keep that money. We want this to fix. Yeah? We still going, ladies and gentlemen. Nah, boy. Unfit. This is the situation right now. I don't know. I feel a lot of Trinidadians get possessed. They get possessed, like they get blind. They get blinded by the bright lights of the PNM, by the lies of the PNM. You know, any government that cares about the people would never leave these things abandoned just because they're changing government. Yeah? I don't care who started it. All I wanted to do is finish so people can stop living on the streets. You know? We are people. We are people. We are people too. We are humans. Not just all the government ministers. Not only all as humans. We are humans too. We are humans too, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what the hell is going on here. All these places and them empty. All them glasses and them break up in them places and them. Wow.
And look at how much close to completion.
Morning, neighbor.
Look at how much closer. Look at how much single units there.
How is this acceptable?
And people over the place squatting and paying big money to rent.
Let me put a stop to this now. When you're voting, vote them out.
And all they want to tell me, we in this together.
We all in?
We all in.
And they had the house and them empty. And people fighting to get house.
Single units heavy.
Yeah.
More people could come off our renting and save a little money. People paying $4,000
a month rent.
A month in rent.
They could pay that in a mortgage.
They could pay that in a mortgage and pay plenty less in a mortgage.
Yep. You see them wicked?
Wow. Let me play some voice notes here and I'll take your calls as well.
Yes, TC and Heavy. This is Juice again. You know, one of the greatest acts that Jesus did was when he washed his disciples' feet, right? And I want Kamala and her team to keep that in mind as they go through the term in office, right? Because at least keep up the good work that they did before, and and carry it forward in the future. Anyhow, well, take care.
Good afternoon again, Javier DC, and to everybody out here. I want to know who PNM fooling by painting Stuart Young a new era. Stuart Young is no new area. He's tainted wine. And all they can put back that tainted wine in no new bottle and repackage it.
True.
Because we are hearing it, we are seeing it, we know about it. The man is crass, he's a bully. He don't know how to speak to people. He's lying. Rowley taught him well to lie to the people. Right? You come to tell the divers and they'll be giving them $1 million. Right? To do what? That is why Anna and Ram Logan tell them that they don't want it. After all this time, you left those men there to die. And you come in to offer $1 million now? What about all our citizens that you locked out? Did you ever apologize to them? And only PNMites could have come in, called Jelani of party group number 6. Or they don't be fooled by this repackaging. He's rotten to the core like Keith Rowley. He lies just like Keith Rowley because he taught him well. And all the lies that he getting on that platform to tell about Mrs. Prasad Bissessa, he should try telling, being honest with the citizens of this country and tell them what he's going to do. But he cannot do that because I have nothing to help the people with. Absolutely nothing. After 10 years, you now come to diversify the economy. You now going to revamp the school, the education system. What nonsense you talk about? And crime, you were once the Minister of National Security. Who you feel that you fooling about crime? Look, all your call, yes? Thanks a lot.
Which one of your WhatsApp working, John? I message you so much money, another one I can get you right. As I tell you again, them taxers had to go. Right? Them always taxing everybody. We fed up at them.
Every NTC, you see all them HTC house together with all them schools that this PNM have, they dilapidated and run down. Them should be made to pay for that when they go by the polls. Vote them out. Right? That way they have the deteriorating after 10 years. Look at that place now, boy. You know how much people can get them place to rent?
You telling me?
That is what they have the state of this country and then pretending they want to give people lease and all kind of thing. Look at that place in Cashew Gardens. Look at all the dilapidated schools. They're too wicked. Yellow is the code. Vote them out on the 28th.
Yes, we're going to head to the break. Let me play this one.
Heavy TC, good day here now. When you listen to Stuart Young and them talking, you would swear that Stuart Young and the PNM was in opposition for you in the last 9+ years, you know.
I like to send people to the break thinking. And I want you to think about this while you head to the break. Right? Think about this. Let this marinate when you're heading to the break. Right? Because we told you all this is the critical thinking program now.
Yep.
Right? We full-fledged into a general election right now. We off the ground, the plane off the ground. Right? Who is the leader of the PNM? Heavy.
Who's the leader of the PNM? Yeah. Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley.
You sure?
Yep.
Why are we not seeing him one place at least sitting amongst his party? How all of a sudden
disappear,
Mr.
In an
election like this, which is very critical, where he did so well, he did well. That's what they're fighting the election
on. With his performance?
With his performance. It can't be Stuart performance.
Yeah, because Stuart didn't have no performance.
As the leader of the party, even though he's not speaking on the political platform, why is he not sitting at the head table and nothing? You're not seeing him nowhere.
No way. Yeah.
Why is it so important that he vanished into thin air, right? To give the people this perception of Stuart is the man. Where is the arrogant Keith Rowley that we had for 10 years?
Yeah, at least if it's not the Prime Minister, it's the leader of the party.
They're still the leader of the party.
So why not in the party business?
Exactly. Why are you not there?
Correct.
Think about it. We'll be back after this.
Yeah.
The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232, or 378-1470.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
On April 28, Tobago faces a defining moment in history, one that will shape our island's destiny for generations to come. Vote for the Tobago People's Party. Put your X next to the anchor, Tobago West. Vote Joel Sampson.
I am Joel Nutsi Sampson, area representative of the beautiful electoral district of Bonaccord Crown Point. I have seen firsthand how many of Tobago's challenges go beyond the Assembly's reach. Issues like national security, budget allocations, and the fight for our fair share require strong representation at the national level. That's why I am willing to step forward to make the move from area representative of Bonaccord Crown Point to becoming your next member of parliament for Tobago West.
Vote for the Tobago People's Party. Put your X next to the anchor.
Tobago, this is my land, the greatest little island.
This is the voice of the PNM. TNT, we're inviting you to be all in as we write a new chapter with Prime Minister Stuart Young. On Saturday, April 5th, we're heading to Tunapuna. The People's National Movement will be having a public meeting at Exodus Pan Theatre. Join us, hear from our Prime Minister, the Honorable Stuart Young, and a lineup of powerful speakers that are all in for you and TNT. Tunapuna, be all in with us on Saturday, April 5th. Meeting starts at 6:30 p.m. Tune in live on all major TV and radio stations and PNM's social media platforms. This is a new chapter. Be all in on April 28th. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
The countdown has begun. One Caribbean Music Festival. This is not just a concert. This is an experience. The king of dancehall will take the stage after 13 years. Vybz Kartel. Saturday, May 31st, 2025 at Queen's Park, Savannah. A movement. A moment in history. The undisputed icon. Vybz Kartel.
Oh, you love the touch. See, don't gonna cheer where you want so much.
Delivering a performance like never before. One Caribbean Music Festival. Straight from Portmore to the Queen's Park, Savannah. The World Boss returns. And he's not coming along. May 31st, 2025. Queen's Park, Savannah.
Get your tickets at online on Island e-tickets. For more information, call or WhatsApp 794-OCMF. That's 794-6263. Or log on to OneCaribbeanMusicFestival.com.
All previously purchased tickets remain valid. One Caribbean Music Festival.
Powered by
California Stucco
Company Limited and sponsored by Cache.
The World Boss returns.
Trinidad, let's do it.
The Tobago Rhythm and Soul Festival. Feel the beat. Embrace the calm. On Easter Weekend 2025, Tobago is the place to be from April 17th to 20th. The Rhythm, the Soul of Tobago. On Thursday, April 17th, get ready for a worship experience at the Shore Park Complex with Melodies from Heaven. Melodies from Heaven. Then on Saturday, 19th April, immerse yourself in the sun, sea, and sand at the Buku Seafood and Jazz Festival, featuring legends of R&B. On Sunday, 20th April, we bring the curtains down at Parade Grounds, Dwight York Stadium for Fusion. Get your tickets on islandetickets.com now or visit TobagoFestivalsCommission.com for more info. Tobago Rhythm and Soul Festival 2025. Feel the beat. Embrace the calm.
This is the voice of the PNM. TNT, we're inviting you to be all in as we write a new chapter with Prime Minister Stuart Young. On Saturday, April 5th, we're heading to Tunapuna. The People's National Movement will be having a public meeting at Exodus Pan Theatre. Join us, hear from our Prime Minister, the Honorable Stuart Young, and a lineup of powerful speakers that are all in for you and TNT. Tunapuna, be all in with us on Saturday, April 5th. Meeting starts at 6:30 p.m. Tune in live on all major TV and radio stations and PNM's social media platforms. This is a new chapter. Be all in on April 28th. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
The Street 919FM.com, the official station that defends the nation.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live.
The Street 919 FM, the #1 election station.
Well, TC and Heavy, I finally get to hear where what's his name? God's man, devil man. He called on the program today and they asked him what he voted. He said he gonna vote for Makela. So much I hate in them fellas and them boys. He go Makela. Hate. But you know what? You know PNM failed him, so he had to go with Makela, which is the next close to PNM. PNM beat team. Yeah. Fire upon these people as well, and these people are never suffering, and them still good and the greatest PNM. I tell you, boy.
Hello, TC and Heavy. TC, I realize you no catch on to the question I asked yesterday or the day before. Where PNM people, where's your leader? Right? The leader missing in action, right? And they have this this man pose, this Plaza Seed Prime Minister posing up and down as if he is leader. No, the leader MIA. Anyhow, take care.
Heavy and TC. Or remember in Sesame Street, another character named Mumford the Magician? Well, like Keith Rowley, he's Mumford the Magician. He disappeared, and he behind the scenes, you know. He's still behind the scenes, but he just don't want to be seen. You understand what I'm saying? He may be saying, let Stuart Young pilot. He party into prominence. That is his show now, not mine. I had my day and I hung up my boots. But I go sit down behind the scene and watch everything that unfold. That is what he's doing. Mumford the Magician, Dr. Keith Rowley.
Good evening again, fellas. I know you say the program is critical thinking at this point in time. I was just wondering, isn't it that the Constitution said that the winning party leader will be the Prime Minister of the country? If it is that Rowley is still the leader of the PNM and the PNM win the election, is there any possibility that he could become the next Prime Minister again? Because I know it have men who never fight the election but they get ministerial positions. So I just asking, I'd like to be educated a little more on this matter, if possible.
Right, so we are back. I have another video here we want to share with you all. Alright, because this game is not just a very tactical game. It's a very strategic game as well.
Yep.
And then it have what you would call undermining in this. It have very people that is placed there.
Yep.
Right? With intentions of no good just because here why I just want to pull down this one, I want to pull down that one.
Yeah, fighting that one.
I'm fighting them dread.
Yeah.
I want you to look at this and tell me what you think about this when you see this, all right? You look at it and
you look at it and you tell us.
And tell us, right?
And I said, I don't want no Tassa drums, no rhythm section, no lots of people turning up here. What are you turning up here for? You are offering your service to help the country, and you have to turn up with fanfare and blowing trumpets. That is arrogance. This is, I have reached already. I'm a big person in the dance.
Oh, so this is, I want you to listen what he's saying, eh?
Yeah.
When you're pulling up with fanfare,
yeah,
and all these things that he's pointing out in the yellow in the background there,
yep,
that is arrogance, right?
Mm-hmm.
But look here. What?
If you get on like this, as what you're seeing here, before you even become a member of parliament, God knows how you will act.
Watch, look, kind of fanfare and arrogance.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait.
But who you're gonna be?
But wait.
But who you're gonna be, TC?
Okay. All right. That's because fanfare and arrogance when it's one side alone. You understand?
But who the man are gonna be, TC? They're not the other thing you're gonna be?
Thank you. Thank you.
I thought I see political opponent.
That people are placed in strategic places. Right?
To disrupt the thing.
Thank you. That is all
it's called that stealing votes.
That is what you call a tactical move.
Correct.
From a tactical man. You understand? We're going to take your calls now because we don't have much time. So we're going to take your calls. You cannot stay on the line too long.
Yeah, we don't have much
much
time.
calls you could get in, all right? So short and sweet. Let's go. Hello, good
yes,
afternoon.
You did mention that Rowley was arrogant. I'll also like to add that he's a horrible hooligan and very hostile. I hope he spent some time in jail for the damage he's done to this country.
Thank you so much, caller. All I would ask, and I want you to think about it, if he did such a spectacular job, we're going into election, why not have him there, sitting and pointing at him? He don't want to come and say anything, sit and point and say, this man here, this man, we had to say thank you to this man for the last 10 years.
Correct.
Thanks Trinidad and Tobago, look the man.
If he did such a wonderful job,
where is he? Use him as a mantra to win.
Correct.
Hi, good afternoon, good evening, welcome. Good afternoon, welcome, sorry.
FBNTC.
Yes, sir.
24 days to Christmas, my brothers.
24 days to Christmas.
Yeah, I like that.
You understand? And I will be counting down as we go along.
Yeah, man. Love and respect,
24 days to Christmas, I like that.
Yeah. Caller, good afternoon, short and sweet, let's go.
Good afternoon, Brother Heavy and TC.
Good afternoon.
Brother Heavy and TC. The EBC already there is with the revised list. And we would like to know, right? In Tobago, for the Tobago House of Assembly election, when Donna Cox and then went across and set a food card, the promise to the people, and they get the form all on the side of the road. So I share out. What to do? How much food card they give people? But they see Church and them giving promises and hoodwinking the citizens. All they getting is cheaper school uniform. They're moving VAT from school uniform. We're supposed to move and zero rate food item. They're doing it, but there are plenty more to say. But since they short and sweet, Monday, please go on.
Yeah,
critical thinking.
Critical thinking. Love and respect. Thank
yeah,
you
my
so
brother.
much.
Thank you.
Caller,
good afternoon. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
And one and all. Critical thinking. The people saying that, Mr. Rowley, I mean, he should be there when the talks is going on. But listen, he has done his part, really and truly.
But why is he still leader? Why is he still leader of the party then? If he have done his part, go into the sunset, no problem. Why is he still the leader of the party?
Well, that is how the whole thing is set up. But what I'm saying is
that is not how it goes. You know that.
That is no excuse.
That is not how it. So
if you see the leader of the party, your party is fighting a general election. You won't be there?
Yes, he's supposed to be there because he's supposed to be leading his party into the election.
Correct.
Not so.
Yes, but he has moved very hard.
Here what to do? You go from here. Go from here. You call him to make excuse. He is the leader of the party. It says it all.
There's no excuse
there is
for that.
no excuse. He is the
leader.
You don't understand the words that is coming out of my mouth. You calling to make excuse? Then call Dr. Rowley and tell him call here and tell us why.
Good afternoon.
He's not leading his party in the next 24 days.
Correct.
Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Heavy, you
Yes,
were talking about something yesterday. I hope I ain't disturbing the conversation this afternoon.
Go ahead, quickly.
And I just want to find out concerning with the divers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who were they hired by in order to do what they went to do and cost them their lives? I'm not knowledgeable to what transpired. If at any time you could explain.
My brother,
that we can't go into
that
all
right now. Nah, that,
but it's not. It's
everything
a
is public information. You can go and Google that.
It is a collaboration between a diving company, an oil company, and other stakeholders. It's not just one person. Hire them.
Okay, so it has nothing to do with the government then.
Yes, it has a lot to do with the government because the government paid for the commissioner of inquiry into it. Not so? If it had nothing to do with the government, why would they pay 50 million for commissioner of inquiry?
Okay, so they just covered the inquiry.
All
right.
Let me ask you something.
Let me just explain him something.
You will explain him. Let me ask you something. In your neighbor's yard, a tree is falling. Would you pay to cut it down?
If it's a risk,
it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with no risk or nothing by you. In your neighbor yard, a tree is falling down. Would you pay to cut it down and then go and fall on your house or nothing?
Well, if it had nothing to do with me, I wouldn't cut it down.
Well, all right. Then why would the government step in if it has nothing to do with them, caller? Anyhow, let Heavy explain to you, and you can go on your way quickly because you're trying to defend government.
Thank you. I'll appreciate that.
Okay, caller. The problem with the incident that happened is that the people who are in charge of that particular compound did not allow and didn't give permission for rescue of the foreman. You understand what I'm saying?
He's already gone.
He's gone? Okay, then.
He's already gone.
All right.
You understand?
It come like you get an accident and
a man run across the road and say...
No, you get an accident, you're stuck in a car. And the fire service there, but you're stuck in a car in a compound.
Yeah.
And nobody can open the gate to come in the compound because they have authority over that compound, that private thing.
And they're telling you what, nobody can go in.
Nobody can go in the compound to rescue the man.
Yeah.
You understand?
Nobody
should go there. And the fire service pack up outside the police, everybody right there to rescue you from your car. And you stay in that car and dead.
And then they turn and say, well, I don't know why we didn't open the gate now.
Yeah.
We are supposed to get a key from Heavy.
Yeah.
No, but he was supposed to
But if I was willing to cut the gate and break down the gate.
Thank you.
You understand? Correct. And that is the problem right there. That what people missing the point. It's not who hire you.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon to you, Tuesday. And good afternoon to you, Heavy.
Good afternoon,
Good
Country.
afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Well, the program, take 10 out of 10 for the program. It's going so nice until that senior citizen call to defend why Rowley not campaigning with the party.
Yeah,
big man like you, boy.
The leader, leader of the
big
party.
Man like you, guy. Yeah, but Dr. Rowley still leader of the party because he hold. You see the 9 of them who didn't want to support Stuart Young. He hold leader of the party to beat them and hold them and the care. Anytime you see they say they will quarrel with Stuart Young, he gonna move them and thing now. So he beating them 9 of them with that whip just to ask Stuart Young over there. But I wanna say, big man like you Friday evening will call to make a contribution like that, boy.
Big man like
you. And right next door to you, right next door with what you live in, you see your neighbor in distress and need assistance with the 2 little children. And 2 houses after you, boy, you see the single mother there. I know where you living in. 2 houses after you know the lady need assistance and need help.
All right, Country, short and sweet.
Right. Big man like you.
Big man like you. All right, later. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome. Caller, good afternoon. Caller, good afternoon. All right, I'll just take I moving along because it's time moving. Hi, good afternoon, caller.
Yes, good afternoon to you, TC. Good afternoon, Heavy. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Short and sweet, all they say, right?
Yeah, man.
So we dealing with Rowley. They say Stuart Young is the Prime Minister, Stuart Young is the boss, but still Rowley is the leader of the party. I want to ask all of them who just come on board about God and God, right? In the PNM. If God, who is the creator and the controller, everything, decide that he abandoned me. He's the leader and he abandoned me and all of you go dead. That is why the PNM go dead. Because Rowley abandoned the party and the Gator loser Stuarty. How you going?
Thank you so much. Short and sweet, we're moving again. Hi, good afternoon, welcome.
Yeah, good evening, Heavy NTC.
Yeah, man.
Now, what I want to say concerning the guys who die in the pipeline, right? You know what? You know who is the person who's in charge of the barrier? Who is the person in charge of barrier? Who gives the instructions to cover the pipeline for those guys not to come out? You want me to call him in?
Go ahead, we're listening to you now.
The person called and he said George. That is the man. And they can't touch him and they can't do him nothing. And the next thing, you're concerning now, why you think they call close down Petrotrin for? Because a certain man say that if I going on, everybody going on. So why you closing down for the first place? I want to open it back now. Thank you.
Thanks so much, caller. Thanks so much, caller. Caller, good evening, welcome.
Hey, I got you, boy.
Yeah,
You see, I have very trust you, boy. I tell someone, you know, I got a 5 out of 5. Bless.
Yeah, blessings. Yeah,
Okay,
see. Yeah. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
PC, Heavy, blessed evening, brothers.
Yeah, man.
That video that guy you can film, bro. Boy, Philip have a slogan, he just called you, boy. Big man like he. Even like a little pussy man, boy. Oh, God, boy. A big Harvard Barity, who was the ex-minister of national security. He was an ex-police commissioner and behaving like a little girl, boy.
Hey, all right, caller, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, man, thanks.
You go get me fired.
Yeah, thanks, man, thanks, yeah. All right, later. Yeah, caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, you stop him in time because it looked like he was going to go off the rockers.
Yeah, yeah. We don't want to get us in problems.
No, TCLB, you know, today we was asking that question in our congregation. Where is Dr. Rowley? That question, nobody don't want to answer that, you know.
Okay.
And according to you all, he is the leader of the political party and he's supposed to be the firebrand of the party.
Yes, because...
That's supposed to be the firebrand.
Yes. What are they going to stand on? What Stuart is going to tell the country that he accomplished? The accomplishment is from the leader of the party, who is still the leader of the party, but resigned as the prime minister. Yeah. We understand that. No problem. But he needs to be there.
What happened with Dr. Rowley and them and Stuart Young? They feel the population is a dinosaur population. But I want them to know something. You see that meeting the whole in San Fernando and you come and repeat things that the opposition say they are going to do as they get into office as priority, that just makes the PNM plunge more. I say show you all have no plan and don't come with no manifesto because the PNM don't ever work from a manifesto. The opposition have a history of working from the manifesto. And you see all those houses that the young brothers show us on social media. I saw it last night. You see all those houses, they will go 100 a week and they're always sick because the last time Manning do the same thing and Mr. Murila and them had us give away the houses, 100 houses a week. And I want to say good afternoon to the people who got houses under the UNC. Right now we need your all support again to change the shape of Trinidad and Tobago from Stuart Young and Rowley. Them are gone. Bye.
Love and respect. Well, that's it there. We're going to be wrapping up now. All right, TNT, love and respect. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Heavy, as you say, tomorrow, all road leads to where?
Center of Excellence, Mokoya.
Right. Just be safe to ensure the weekend when you're doing your campaigning. We don't have to get violent. We don't have to chuck we hand in nobody's face. We don't have to go through all of that, right? It's just a different jersey and a different ideology in the brain, right? But it's one love, all right?
Yeah.
We can stay and we're making our way out of here. I don't know why Chris and them continue to do this today. You understand? But they do it plenty. All right, so guys, let's keep it safe.
Until Monday, the future of talk is out, and you don't know. Yellow is the code.
Yellow is the code.
Right?
You understand? Yeah, so is that safe weekend?
Yeah.
They hide up the timing from we, so we don't know how much timing we really
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
Running by guess. Say bye?
Yeah, we
Right.
gone.
Later.
The Lotto Plus jackpot is now an estimated dazzling $8.8 million. With $8.8 million, indulge in luxury. Think gold-infused facials, custom crystals, and diamond-studded pet collars. For just $5 more, play the multiplier for a chance to win up to $1 million. Don't miss out. Get your tickets now for this Saturday's $8.8 million jackpot draw. Winners always play Lotto Plus.
Attention business owners. Are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232 or 378-1